Identity crisis is one of the most confusing and deeply personal experiences a person can go through. It is not always loud or visible. Sometimes it exists quietly within us, showing up as uncertainty, restlessness, or a feeling that something is missing. It is the question that lingers in the mind. Who am I really? At some point in life, almost everyone faces this question. It often appears during major transitions, teenage years, early adulthood, career changes, or after significant life events. These moments challenge the roles and labels we once held onto. Suddenly, what once felt certain no longer feels stable. The identity we built begins to feel incomplete or even unfamiliar. An identity crisis happens when there is a gap between who we are, who we think we should be, and who the world expects us to be. Society places many expectations on us: how we should act, what success looks like, what path we should follow. At the same time, we carry our own desires, passions, and values. When these forces conflict, confusion begins to grow. Emotionally, an identity crisis can feel overwhelming. It may bring self-doubt, anxiety, or a sense of emptiness. You might feel lost, disconnected, or unsure about your purpose. Decisions that once seemed simple, like choosing a career, forming relationships, or setting goals, suddenly feel heavy and uncertain. It can feel like standing at a crossroads without any clear direction. However, an identity crisis is not something to fear. In fact, it can be one of the most important phases of personal growth. It forces you to question, to reflect, and to explore. It pushes you beyond surface-level definitions and encourages you to discover your true self, not the version shaped by others, but the one that genuinely belongs to you. The first step in navigating an identity crisis is self-awareness. Take time to reflect on your thoughts, feelings, and experiences. Ask yourself honest questions. What truly matters to me? What do I enjoy? What kind of life do I want to create? These questions may not have immediate answers, and that is okay. The process of asking is just as important as the answers themselves. Another important step is letting go of comparison. In today's world, it is easy to look at others and feel like you are falling behind. But every person's journey is different. Comparing your path to someone else's only creates unnecessary pressure and confusion. Your identity is not something you find by copying others. It is something you build by understanding yourself. Exploration is also key. Try new things, step out of your comfort zone, and allow yourself to experience different paths. You may discover new interests, talents, or perspectives that help shape your identity. Growth comes from experience, not from staying in the same place. It is equally important to accept that identity is not fixed. It evolves over time. Who you are today may not be who you were yesterday, and that is a sign of growth, not weakness. Allow yourself the freedom to change, to learn, and to redefine yourself as you move forward. Support from others can also make a difference. Talking to friends, family, or mentors can provide clarity and reassurance. Sometimes, simply expressing your thoughts out loud helps you understand them better. You do not have to go through this journey alone. Patience is essential. Finding yourself is not a race. It is a gradual process that takes time, reflection, and courage. There will be moments of doubt, but those moments are part of the journey. Each step, even the uncertain ones, brings you closer to understanding who you truly are. In the end, an identity crisis is not a sign that something is wrong with you. It is a sign that you are growing. It is a turning point, a moment where you have the opportunity to move beyond expectations and create a life that feels authentic and meaningful. So if you find yourself asking, "Who am I?" don't rush to silence that question. Sit with it, explore it, learn from it, because sometimes getting lost is the first step toward truly finding yourself.